we'll take care of that room once we do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I actually think that we're live here. I think that we're live here. And yeah. And yeah. I think we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Come on. You wanted to say welcome to the show? So yeah, I have to. My daughter wants to say hello and hello. What else did you want to do? I don't know what you wanted to do. What did you want to do?
I wanted you to say your old year world life views.
You got to stop with that trying to act like you shy and bashful when you get around people. You got to speak loud. You see, I'm speaking loud. Why are you speaking low? You think they're supposed to hear you but not me?
Nope.
So speak up like you want me to do. If you want me to do what I do, then you need to speak up. Sound like you know what you want me to do. What would you like me to do?
I would like you to say your world my views intro.
Okay, I'll do it, but I need you to do me a favor because I done forgot how it goes. So tell me how it goes. Just tell me how it goes. It'll help me out. I don't know how it goes. Go ahead, tell me how it goes. How you gonna want me to do something you don't know how it goes? Just tell me how it goes.
Can you say it with me then?
Yep. Well, you have to tell me how it goes, and then I'll say it by myself after you, and then we say it together, or we can say it together once you tell me how it goes. Just tell me how it goes. You ain't Shane.
I forgot the first part, but I remember the rest.
Okay, give me the rest then. Just give me the part that you want me to do. I'll just send you back in there and we won't do it then.
Your word.
No, that's
my
not.
views.
No, I don't say my views at the end. It goes like this.
I forgot a little.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. West Coast edition of the show. I'm your host, Mr. Tommy Sotomayor. And this is your yeah. Now, why can't you do that? See, they get shamed when they get in front of people and they sit up there and do all that dadgum talking. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Grand Admiral said, have her say that Chinese hate black people. Grand Admiral, you know what I'm going to do instead? Let me see what I'm going to do instead. Let's see if I can get over here. Get over here. Oh, man. This is something else. You guys hold on a second. I'm going to have to do a couple things. Let me see, switch counts. Why is the right thing not on here? I don't see the go. Are my moderators in there? Thank you. Somebody deleted his message because what I was going to do is block him. That General Admiral Game ass. He better be glad. The next comment you make, though, bro, unless I get an apology, the next comment you make, I'm going to go ahead and block you. Because I don't play that shit. Just like all the people hollering, I can't hear you. I'm block them too. If you can't hear me, that's your bad, pimp. I don't know what's wrong with you and what you got going on in your life. But if you can't hear me,
dial up internet.
Yeah, if you can't hear, it's the dumbest thing every time they come in. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Like, oh God, come on. Let me see if I can find them though. I just like when they do it. Because it's let's say I can't hear you. Well, Tammy, now you can't hear it all. Now you can't hear it all. Oh, what's going on, Mr. Brian?
Hey, what's happening? Hey, live.
We are back in the building. Hey, man, tell me a little bit what happened to you, or how was your Thanksgiving? If anybody been on Instagram, you guys know. Yeah, we did it big.
Yeah, we laid it out here, man. It was awesome, man. We got all the fixings. We got fried turkey, ham, greens, macaroni and cheese, dressing, not stuffing, but dressing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, black folks don't do stuffing.
Pasta salad. Yeah, we got desserts and everything. I didn't even make it to dessert. I didn't even make it to it. I cashed myself outside on the regular day. So I'm gonna have to hit the dessert later on after the show or something. But I do want to say this to the people that are in the show right now that are tuning in. If you notice, I do not have on a headset, and my mic sounds fucking awesome.
That's
and
right.
That is because of a Mr. Sotomayor has essentially put his boy on and then hooked him up with some equipment over here that got me right. So to all of y'all that's been hating on my mic and my setup, what you got to say now? What?
You're sounding beautiful too. You sound beautiful. The audience, does he not sound beautiful?
Yes.
And I had to send him the top. I didn't send him no bullshit.
Oh no.
You Google what I sent you. Yeah,
you
Google what I sent you. They'll tell you that's the top of the line mixer out there.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah. I did my research on it. It don't get no better than this. This is it. Mm-hmm. So when your boy he comes correct. He put me on. Mm-hmm. He didn't give me the Hyundai. He didn't give me the Chevrolet. My man came with the Bentley of equipment over here. So yes, I'm on. What?
Now listen. I gotta say something. I hope you don't mind me getting into my feelings for a minute. I'm not gonna say nothing like bad. I just want to say something though. Okay. Because a lot of people keep emailing me. And the people who keep emailing keep asking me to do the same thing over and over again. They keep saying to address this dude with, let me see, how many subscribers he got? He has a grand total of 670 subscribers. Mm-hmm. The subscribers shouldn't matter. Really shouldn't. But they want me to address this, that he keeps talking about me over and over and over again. And you can see right there, he has a picture of me talking to the dude at the thing and then me on the phone calling the police in New York. And he says, Tommy Sotomayor, how many views can Zone get off of Tommy Sotomayor's name? He literally named his show that.
Wow.
Now, mind you, this is a man who, when he called everybody else Soto Cult, Soto Dick Riders, Soto whatever, I didn't know who he was. Mm-hmm. He came over to my show. He wanted to be down. He was doing the politics channel. He was doing the sports channel. And he was doing the You Dig. There is no way that he should ever be able to talk trash about anybody else who follows me. But I know what he's doing. And I said before, I'm not going to argue with this man or fight with this man. He's trying to turn into the new True Freeman. And it's sad that you were doing all of that over here. And every time he talks about me, he says the same thing that everybody else says. And he said he would never do that. He said, if I fall out with you, Tommy, the one thing I'll never do is what these other niggas do. Stalking you, talking about you, and using your name. First off, the man lives in Canada.
Okay.
He called me all kind of bitch niggas and punks. He's supposed to be some kind of thug. Mind you, he has no paperwork. Yeah, he has no paperwork to prove any of this, number one. Number two, you can talk real bad in Canada. If you trying to tell me what kind of dude, what did he say? Tommy ain't built like that. Tommy ain't built like that. Built like what, dude? Nobody has seen you beat up anybody. shoot anybody, go to jail for anything. Nobody's seen you do a thing. So whenever somebody who doesn't know you is telling you what you're not built like, maybe they will go show the world what they're actually built like. Show us what you're built like, sir. Right. I mean, I know you're built like married to a white woman and living off of her while trying to gain a foothold on YouTube and talking crap about me. This man made his video and he said the same thing that everybody else says. He sat right there and said, I don't go on to stay online. Like Tommy, I could turn this off because I make money in the real world. Unlike Tommy, if he gets his stuff demonetized, he's fretting, he's worried, he doesn't know how he's going to pay his bills. He addressed something. It's real stupid for grown people to say, if the thing you do stops doing it, you will lose money. If your white girlfriend's job folds, sir, or excuse me, your white wife, whatever she is, you too will lose money in your house, idiot. If Facebook folds, Mark Zuckerberg will lose money. It is the dumbest argument ever that if the thing you're doing to make money dissolves, you will now lose money.
That's a no-brainer. If I stop going to work, I'm gonna lose money. If I tell my job, I ain't gotta come here and don't come back no more, I'm gonna lose money.
Like, what kind of argument is that from a grown person? A grown person, they all keep saying, I got a job outside of YouTube, while they're asking for donations, while they're doing YouTube as much as I am. The difference is when I do it, I'm compensated for it. When they do it, they would like to be compensated like me, because if they wouldn't keep doing things just like me.
Right. Why? So let's forget the fact that you started doing something that nobody else was doing. You literally built it from scratch to where now you have, so the job you created for yourself and now you working at the job you created. They saying that if you stop doing that, you wouldn't get no money.
Right.
Who does that not happen to?
Who does that not apply to?
Yeah.
Steve Jobs built Apple, and if one day he just decided, I don't want to do it, or if people said, we don't do computers anymore.
Yeah.
Why would you say that dumb argument? Why do they keep making that argument? I work outside of the internet. Tommy only has the internet. I'm the only one who it's feeding. Everyone else is trying to let it feed him. That is the dumbest logic I've ever heard. Like they are going to force me to go work at McDonald's now to prove to them I can make money at McDonald's instead of in my living room.
See now I'm washing lettuce. Next I'll be on fries. I don't need the internet. That's what they want you to do. They want you to go out and get a paper route. See, I'm delivering these papers.
Right.
See, I don't need the internet for that.
It's the dumbest logic to listen to somebody say these things and then call it a soda cult when you were right here in it. And how can you call something a cult that I am in Phoenix? People are around the world. They're not in my house. They have no physical interaction with me. And as soon as they get it and they don't like it, they can turn it off.
Yes. There is no compound where people can't leave.
I can't keep in here like R. Kelly at all. I can't control what they do when I'm not on air.
Right.
I can't control what they say.
Outstanding, man. And my thing is this, if you got such a problem with what it is that this man is doing, then go do what you do and leave him alone.
Thank you.
Don't say nothing. Don't talk about it. It's like, move on. It's not like you have to, every time you turn on your computer, you have to go through the Tommy Web in order to get to Google. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to say nothing or even see or comment on anything this man is doing. So if you don't like it or you don't like him, just don't click on it.
Now.
But they have to click on it.
He can't help himself.
They need to click on it.
And how do you call somebody else a soda dick ride or whatever when you're talking about a man who doesn't speak about you at all? When he stopped doing the you dig, I never made a video, never made an allusion, anything towards him. I had no issue with the man. I don't know him. He said right on this little show, and I don't listen to a little bit. He said, why do that trust? Why? I can't do his bullshit accent. If I listen to it enough, I can figure it out. He said, why do they trust me by donating to me? He said, because I'm a dirty snake and I will put their information out if they do something I don't like. Can you name the person who donated to me or phone number who they, you know, we were cool and now we're not, and I put their phone number out? Can you name one?
Oh. Yeah, and I can tell you like this. I watch you. I watch just about 99% of the content you put out. I watch it. So if I was to see something like that, I would be able to vouch for it and say, well, yeah, I did see you do this, or I did see you do that. So I would be able to say that. I have not seen.
But the biggest thing is I have his phone number.
Yeah.
I have his information. No matter how much he's talked about me, I call him the name he uses online.
Yep.
I call him nothing else. And I've never said, I'm going to put out your information. So how can he sit there and say, why do other people trust me when as soon as I get mad at people, I release their personal information when he's been stalking me and I've never said anything about his personal information at all? How can he say that?
It's easier to make up a lie than to actually deal with the truth and the facts. It's easier. That's the only thing it can be. It's like it makes you, it's easier to play a victim than to stand up and just be responsible for you and your life and what you do every day and just move on and live from that. But when you can't deal with that, when you don't want to just deal with the fact of what you're doing, and this is for all these people that are out here, if you were creating your own content, you wouldn't have time to worry about what this man is doing. You wouldn't care about what this man is doing. And the fact that you obsess yourself with it and you spend your time, your resources, and your energy to do this, then that speaks volumes about who you are as a person and who you are as a man. It just does. It just does. If I sat and spent all my time talking about the Ku Klux Klan or something like that, and I did that day in and day out, and nobody in the Ku Klux Klan has done anything to me, nobody said anything to me, but I'm steady stalking this one particular person, then it speaks volumes about me and who I am as a man and what it is I do every day.
Mm-hmm. And it's really sad because, as I said, I'm not going to argue with him now. I have nothing bad to say about the man. You had today, when I went and looked at your show, where you had to put the Dallas Cowboys name in it. When I went over there, he had 7 people watching him.
Wow.
7. They told me when he did the show where he had my name in it, at its peak, he had 23 people. The majority of the time, there were 12. So just like a woman, do you know what his response to that was?
What?
I don't care if there's only 7 people watching me or not. I'm secure in who I am. Well, if you're secure in who you are, why wouldn't you think I'd be secure in who I am? If I got a cult, I like my cult. And if people who are in the cult, see, it doesn't make sense. He talks like a woman. Everything he does is okay. When you do it, though, it should be changed or there's a problem. The people who are in the Soto cult seem to like the Soto cult. Why do you feel like you need to be the one to constantly tell grown people that they shouldn't like another grown person? And it all revolves around the same thing, money. He said, y'all give this man your money. If he didn't have your money, he wouldn't have anything. Has he ever went up to a homeless person and made this argument and got mad that people would donate to the homeless person and said, well, if y'all didn't give him money, he wouldn't have anything?
Right.
Have he ever said that to PBS and said, hey, if y'all didn't give him money, y'all wouldn't have anything? Has he ever said this to the Red Cross and said, hey, if y'all didn't give him money, we wouldn't have anything? Has he ever said that to the thousands upon thousands of people on GoFundMe and all these other crowdfunding sites? Lastly, how is it that he would say this when he has donation buttons on his stuff? If you can make people donating to me look bad, how is it that when they donate to you, it's okay?
Right. And when did you or these people get to be or get the title of being social media police, where it is now their sovereign duty to fight the injustices of social media?
Right.
To say we have to. When did you get your cape, or when did you get these superpowers to where you have to now go and fight social media crime and tragedy?
When did you get deputized, sir?
Yeah, yes. Who knighted you, good sir? This is what your task is every day, and that's to all of them. Why is any of your concerns? There's too much going on in the world. There's too much happening in life itself right now to where that this should be a priority for you. I got to worry about what Tommy is getting in his pocket. I have to go and say something about what Tommy is doing on his platform, where it's now my job to right this wrong that has been going on, even though I participated in it myself.
You
And
participated in
one,
it.
not 2, but 3 channels to say, hey, now I have to go and right this wrong. It's
Really?
insane, man.
Look,
There's too much going on in life and in the world
and let me
to be concerned about one man.
And let me say something to the brother. When you were in the Soto cult, when you were one of the head deacons in the cult, when you were passing around the Soto collection plate,
yes,
because you were doing it.
Yes.
When you were
one of the associate pastors.
Yes. You were such a Soto cult member that on the days when I wasn't able to preach,
yes,
you went into the pulpit and preached the Soto gospel
all day. Yes,
all
held revivals.
Yes,
8-hour revival.
How do you now tell people that they must leave because you have left? Why not, Sir Canadian Thug-a-Lot? Why not allow them to be able to do what you were able to do? Realize that working for the cult master, the head grand master, the Coon Father himself, may not be the best thing for them to do. Maybe they should exit the cult. They should deprogram themselves. Why do you feel it is now your, in the words of my man, the guru, sovereign duty?
Yes.
To come and get everyone out.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What have I done to you, good sir? Your next video, what you need to do is explain why you were allowed to be in the Soto cult as long as you wanted. And once you left, you decided to talk crap about everybody that's left in this so-called cult that's been built on the internet that I can't even control what they do in the chat room, much less what they do when I'm not on air or where they go.
Yep.
Why must you continue? Why am I asking this question? The man need views.
It's the views, man. It just be calling me, man. The views, they calling me, man. I just gotta go to it, man. I need the views, man. I just do what I gotta do for views, man.
This man is trying to force an argument with me, and I'm telling him, sir, there's no reason for me to do it. You can call me as many punks as you want, but you won't get on the plane and come to Phoenix. You won't do anything to prove that I'm such a punk that you keep calling me. The biggest punk move that an individual can make is to set online talking tough to someone that they have never met and will never see. Another big punk move that one can make is for you to be a grown, married man with children talking this tough Tony stuff when one day you just might run into that person that you constantly berate for no reason. See, like you said, I ain't built like that. I have a good life, and I have a life that will end. I enjoy my children. I enjoy my Soto cult and all the things that come along with it. You know what I want to do? Live a nice, quiet life. I don't want to die with a bullet in my back, my face, or my head. You know how I would like to die? Warm and cozy in my bed as a very old man, in my sleep, surrounded then by children, grandchildren, and whoever else whose life I affected in a positive manner, who will be grief-stricken when I'm gone, but even at that moment will be glad that I am at peace. So do I want to fight you, Sir Canadian Thug? No. Am I a tough guy? I didn't know that's what you had to be. I don't remember you guys going to Don Lemon and calling him a non-tough guy when he's talking about the news. I deliver what I believe is something that a certain segment of the public could use, that they would like to hear. And people have an option to listen to me or not. And when they don't listen to me, they could listen to you. They could listen to anyone. So I don't know why y'all believe telling a black man he ain't no G, he ain't ready for it, and you believe playing a video of me traveling to New York and constantly talking about I got punched in the face when you wouldn't know anything happened if I didn't tell you. Talking about me calling the police, so that mean I ain't G. Sir, can you tell the people what video I made where I was talking about how G I was? Have I come across as Mr. Thugnificent like you?
Oop.
See, you claim that, oh, well, the reason I don't have any arrest record or anything because I was smart enough to learn. One who has not been to jail, one who has not grew up in any black neighborhood or any hood is online talking about how I'm a punk. When everything you consider to be real, I've done. But I don't brag about it.
Right.
Because it's nothing to brag about. I have little girls that I don't want them to think a man like that is a turn on because my dad'd be on his show talking about some how great it is to be thugged out. No. My daughter doesn't even remember that her father went to jail because I don't talk about it. Because I am ashamed of every arrest I've ever had. I am ashamed of the idea of most of the things I've done with women. I am ashamed of a lot of the opportunities that I've had in life that I threw them away. I'm ashamed that I never knew much about my father. I'm ashamed that my relationship with my mother isn't where you'd assume it would be. I'm saddened by the idea that I'm not as close to my family or my brothers as I would like. I've never tried to present my life as a model for anyone to emulate. And yet you feel like every day you must get on your show now, after leaving the cult, to tell everybody I'm not something I never said I was. That's strange. I'm not rich, but you believe I'm popular. So that's why you came in the first place. And that's why you're still making videos now. Sir, I would ask you, since you say that you are living great, you have a beautiful wife, beautiful children, a beautiful life. You know what I would ask you to do, sir? Just for the benefit of me and my children and you and yours. Concentrate on that. Talk about that. Because I can promise you that as I have continued to not speak of you, I will continue to not speak of you. So all of the people who are asking me to address you, they must understand. Addressing you would make you feel good. Arguing with you, turning on the ether beat would make you feel good. But you know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to appeal to the person who said a long time ago that they would never, ever act like True Freeman or a mad black atheist, or what was his name, Dre? You said none of those clowns, these were your words, who stalked me once they fallen out of favor. Now, the 7 people who follow you don't seem to want to hold you to that. The 7 people who follow you don't even want to tell you this is not a good look for a grown man that says his life is great and my life sucks. If your life is great and mine sucks, which I'll agree with you, then why are you talking about mine and I'm not talking about yours? Why are you bringing up who I sleep with and how I talk about young girls on shows and repeating everything that True Freeman says? Now, that's odd. You don't think that's odd? Because there's nothing new that's come out. So when I was doing all this talking that you believe I was doing it when you were running to your dig. So if I'm a pedophile, then you're a pedophile. You harbor a pedophile. You harbored me. You helped me do it.
Aided and abetted.
Yeah, you aided and abetted. You helped me swindle these people, sir. I'm just asking you as a father and a man who once called himself a friend and a Soto Cult member. I'm sure you've said enough about me to where now you can concentrate on that beautiful wife and children that you have up there in that beautiful home in Canada. Because my life sucks. And people who have a good life shouldn't spend their time talking about people who they believe their life is beneath them. I don't think that's a good look. Not for a man of your stature, a thug who knows I ain't about that life. Because I never said I was about that life. And I never knew that being a YouTuber meant you had to be about that life. Because PewDiePie ain't about that life. And if PewDiePie was walking around in New York and you punched him in the face, he'd call the police too. There's a lot of people who aren't about that life. So why you think I'm supposed to be about that life? Why don't you go prove to us how about that life you are? And either come do something to me to prove to people I ain't about that life, or let's just go our separate ways because I don't bring you up. Now, as a friend, as a former colleague and deacon, just ask you, please, sir, let this video right here, the one you see on your screen there, you didn't see that one? The one that says Tommy Sotomayor, how many views can Zone get off of Tommy? Let that be the last one you do about me, okay? Can we do that? Let me just let you see the type of stuff this man is writing about me before we move on to our show.
Wow.
Let's put Tommy's bullshit to test. This is a YouTuber who calls himself a celebrity. What has he produced or done outside of YouTube videos talking like an emotional cuck?
Wow.
Think about that. What have he done outside of YouTube other than talk about me? Talks tough behind a computer. I do. But like you see in the thumbnail, he will call the police and call you a nigger to white people, says the man with the white wife and the mixed kids. Sounds ridiculous. Question. I know. Then get this. When you're white and don't agree with him, then you're a white bitch or a white man. He has color issues and self-esteem issues and loves to claim every other black male on YouTube wants to be like him. Yes, because I claim that, right? I've said every black male on YouTube wants to be like me. Sure have. He's very delusional and he will stalk you. He'll send his minions to stalk you. Do you remember a time in which I've stalked Zone or sent my minions to stalk Zone?
Wow.
And then that nigga said sending it to stalk, period. And then his commas are nowhere to be found when they need to be. And he put a period out the stalk, then put and then get on camera and act like he didn't do anything and play the victim. How old is this guy? Old as fuck.
Wow.
Wow. Yes. 41 is old as fuck from a man in his mid-30s. Why he behaves like this? Because the bitch hasn't been smacked out of his face properly. Well, then if that's the case, then he should come do it. Why would you, if you're this hard, do all this talking online about me over and over again? When, as we used to say in Atlanta when we were little, Delta is ready when you are. Why do all this talking? Phoenix is a large international airport. Fly in here. I will give you my address, Zone. I promise you. And as a matter of fact, I'll pay for half of your ticket to just come and do everything you say you can do. Why talk tough? You said I talk tough behind the keyboard. I have never threatened you.
Right.
I don't talk about you like you just spoke about me. Why I typed this long thing? Because I enjoyed laughing while typing. Listen, if that is a masculine thing he just did, I don't know what to call it. A man who believes I'm nothing and he's better than me wrote this in his description box. Let's put me to the test. What test did you just put me through?
And wait, did he end that with peace and love?
Uh-huh. Let's get back to it. You're right. Not only did he end it with peace, love, hashtag, then he turned around and said, donate to him. The thing that's supposed to make me less than a man because I'm receiving them. So a man is asking for something, but criticizing me because I receive enough of it to where I don't have to do what his girlfriend does, which is support him. I don't have to do this. That my audience gives a crap enough about me to where they want me to be able to produce the content, but that makes them a cult. You think about that for just a second. Let me move back over here again to give you guys just a little bit more context as we go on. The video was put up a day ago. It's got 420 whole views. Underneath here, when you sort out his comments, an hour ago, he wrote this. Look at the Soto Church trying to make more thumbs down than thumbs up, trying to convince people it's really a lot of people on their side believing Tommy's bullshit. But it's no more than a few of them with troll accounts, including Tommy's sorry ass. This is a grown man who went to his own comment section to write my sorry ass, and there's only a few people who watch me. If there's only a few people who watch me, why does he feel like he need to make sure people don't watch me? Because, see, I know for a fact only a few people watch you. That's why I'm not telling anybody not to watch you. I don't care. I don't have to tell people not to watch you. Your content tells people not to watch you.
Man.
But look at the kind of crap he's writing. And then he deleted the comment that somebody else. Oh, okay, here's one here. Let's see this. This person put, LOL, damn, you don't even care how this would make you look as a man. Shaking my head.
Right.
Look at his reply. Like a woman. LOLOL. What about that made you laugh out loud? Damn, comma. Man, you never knew how it would make you look to come over here in defense of another man. They always say that. So it's not gay that you stalk another man that's not talking about you.
Right.
It's only gay when someone goes over there and says, that's kind of crazy that you're still talking about this man. You're in defense of another man. You're in contention of a man who's never met you. You're that angry about a dude who's never done anything to you wrong. Nothing.
Wow.
That's how he speaks. Then he continues on, as you can see right here. Let's see if I can go here and then pull up. He continues on, and I hate that I have to do this, but I'm letting him know I'm not trying to argue with him or anything. He can't say I've said anything bad about him. He says here, after he does the LOLOL, he did it again. LOL, OL. You never knew how it make people look as a man singing about dead women's bodies. He's literally repeating everything that True Freeman has said. Singing about dead women's bodies. Bet you didn't use that same logic over there. Soto cuck boy.
Wow.
A man, somebody, of course, because they want, every time somebody go after me, it'll be some fool go over there and tell them, good job, say it again. Facts. These Soto fans are beyond stupid. It's stupid for this person to say, dude, your title doesn't make sense, especially after you said you would not do this. Nah, right. That's you're a cuck for pointing that out. Facts. And his last comment was, he needs some milk. Notice his bitch ass ain't replied. So now he wanted some dude who wrote a comment that was just strictly based upon what he saw to argue back and forth with him. And if you don't, right, that make you a bitch too. Notice his bitch ass ain't replied. This joker got a great grasp of English. He really does. He ain't got shit to say when he looks in the mirror and asks himself, yeah, why do I troll for another dude? What about that comment was trolling?
Man, seemed like he just made a clear statement.
Troll? That's called trolling now, not him making videos about me with my name that somebody looks at and says, oh, come on, dude. I thought y'all was cool. That's your troll comment. Bitch ass. You done called all these people bitch ass and you ain't busted a grape at a fruit fight. Nobody heard of this dude doing anything to anyone. Yet he keeps calling people online bitches and then want to say someone else is a keyboard thug. Instead, he tucked his tail and ran like a bitch. Soto Mutts. The man with mixed kids calls somebody else a mutt.
Right.
I'm off.
And my thing is like, I guess the plea that you made makes all the sense in the world. Just if everything over here is just the worst of the worst, and it's so bad, and it's just like the other dude said, it's just stupid to be over here. Then why are you? Why not let us be in Soto bliss? Let us ruin our lives. Let us drink the Kool-Aid. Let us be. We're a simple people.
Yep.
Let us do what it is that we would like to do. We want to do this. We want to be here. Let us be. And in all y'all greatness, this for everybody. Go ahead and just do you with your own platform. You have your own platform to do what you want. You do not need to police what's going on over here. We don't need it. We like it. We love it. And we want more of it. Just let us be, man. We're simple people. We don't ask for much.
Oh, no. You did not break. What's that, Travis Tritt you just broke out? I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I can't rise above it.
You know, it's unbelievable. But I do disagree with one thing you said.
What's that?
The part where you said that you would like to die with your family and all your friends around. I don't want to go that way. I want to die 90 years old on top of my wife, pumping in a sweat. That's how I want to go. When they say, "How did he die? How did he die?" I want to be like, "On top of me." They be like, "Yeah, that's what he wanted." You know what I want to come and go at the same time. That's what I want. That's my prayer. Let me go. I want to be 90 years old, still laying that pipe, and I want to go just like that. Yeah, buddy. Your grandfather was a plumber, and that's how he went, laying pipe. That's what I want.
And Chastity asked the question: do we block those from VA's channel over here? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If y'all see anybody, I know if you see some person named Phoenix Fox or something like that, I saw her. I don't want any of his people over here, because if you're willing to listen to someone talk crap about me all day, Merrick, Chastity, pull out your gun, get your aim, and shoot. Because I don't like
fire at will.
Fire at will. How'd you know his name was Will?
I didn't.
Like, look, I don't want to be a part of these people. And if you want to be a part of those people, great. That shows me that you want to be a part of the drama. I don't. We like what we're doing. We're okay with it.
Yes.
And that's the great part about all of this. So,
yes,
that's it in that. And he'll find a way to make that something I said that was negative, but I think that was very positive. Just saying, hey, man, you have a great life. You have a beautiful wife and beautiful children. Make your videos about them, not about me. Why try to keep on saying y'all need to not give him money? Who the hell does that?
Yep.
That makes no sense. I can't even imagine me telling people. You didn't see me set up that make no videos talking about as much as Tyreek messed with me. Can you name the video I said, hey, y'all keep donating to Tyreek? What the hell does that sound like? Right. Maybe I grew up in a different era where there wasn't internet, where people met you and kicked your ass if you talked this kind of crap. To be perfectly honest, you couldn't have gotten away with this when we were young. Tell me I'm lying.
Oh no. And that's why I don't do it. I don't go there, man. It's like I know what that type of talk, what it brings. And it's like, if I'm not trying to go there with you, I'm not gonna talk crazy. I'm not gonna talk tough. I'm not gonna tell you, yeah, you don't want it with me. I don't do that, because where we from, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and even the people that got problems with me, that hate what I do, don't like me, whatever case, that's fine. It's okay. But don't troll me. Don't come after me. It's not your job. It's just not your responsibility. If you don't like it, don't watch. Live your life. Because at the end of the day, you can't build your house if you steady trying to tear mine down.
Ooh.
You only got two hands. So if you really building, if you really a creator, you building your channel, you creating your content, then do it with your own hands. Do it with your own mind and your own thoughts. Don't do it on another man's back. Don't try to tear down this man's stuff and take his tools and take his supplies and his stuff and try to build your house, because it ain't gonna work. Let me build my house the way I want to, because that's my right. And you build yours. And if you don't like it, then move on another block, dude. Go somewhere else and build your own thing. And you can clearly see that from what you did, you can do it. From what I'm doing, I want to build my own thing. It's like, I don't want to tear down somebody else. If I don't like your content, I just won't watch it. If I don't like who you are as a person, I just won't mess with you. I'm going to let you do you, because I don't have time to tear you down and build my thing as well. I just don't. And anybody that's out there that is doing that, it is what it is. Dispute that fact. Because if you had your empire, if you had your kingdom and it was already built, you'd be too busy running it than to be trying to tear somebody else's down.
Hey, man.
It's that simple, man.
And the people over in Tommy Sotomayor Live wanted me to know that that's Tim McGraw, not Travis Tritt. My bad. I know the song. Sometimes I may not know the artist, but I'm going to let you guys know. Come over here and join the show, because I am about to turn it off. So
please do this, y'all.
Yes.
We do this every week, people.
Yeah, I was just giving them a little heads up, but I'm about to go ahead and turn it off. They can come over here if they'd like, but if not, then that's cool too.
Come on and go with me. Come on over to our place.
Yes.
Please.
So if yours shuts off, you know what that means? You're in that group that needs to click that link in the description box and bring yourself over here. Now, we've been 47 minutes into this thing, and I'd like to thank you all for being a part of this. Now, let's get to the real part of the show.
Wait. Now, in true cult church fashion, now that the Archbishop has spoke, I would like to pass around the collection plate, have the members all rise and stand, follow the ushers, and come forth and bring your offerings, so that we can move on with the service. There will be a second collection plate that will be going on for the building fund, as well as the women's auxiliary. So please come with your tithes and offerings.
So y'all come on out. We're about to get it in.
Yes, indeed.
Here we go. All right. Now, here's the topic. And you came up with this one, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And the topic was about red flags. Many people are in relationships and they have a hard time finding those red flags. And then afterwards, they will say things like, I was fooled. Someone lied to me, XYZ. Let's talk about that for a little while and address red flags. Because I can say in my dating life, I've dated a lot of women where the red flag was immediate. It wasn't even like they hit it.
Right. They had it already on their waist. Like,
yes.
Here it is.
They had pulled it out already. They played what
they flagged you down with it. Like, hey,
they had the red flag.
What's your name?
So I saw it, but let me tell you the biggest reasons why I ignored the red flags. One would have been a self-esteem issue. Let me explain. See, if you get somebody you didn't think you could get, imagine if a woman's got these big old triple D's and a small waist, and you thought that woman would never be interested in me. So now she's interested in you, but red flags are bound, i.e., you can't contact her past 9 o'clock. She responds to your text 3 days later.
Yeah.
Her cooch smell like fish sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
All these red flags, but you say to yourself, or I say to myself, I would never be able to drive this BMW if it didn't have all the dents in it. So I better be just glad. So I overlook the red flags. And then what happens is I then turn around and get mad when the red flags manifest itself into something that I can no longer handle. And I say, you did me wrong. But did you? Did you?
Yeah.
That's one, the self-esteem. Two, the reason we ignore these flags is because we think we can overcome those issues. Meaning, yes, we see that you have a drinking problem, but I think I can convince you to stop doing that. Yes, I can see that you have a bunch of girlfriends or a bunch of guy friends, but I think I can overcome that. And when you think that you can get in the door and then change the rules once you get in there, you're setting yourself up for failure. And thirdly, when it comes to ignoring red flags, it could be because the red flag that you saw was normal to you and you didn't identify it as a red flag. You identified it as the state of what a relationship is. The only time you believe that it was a problem is when you didn't get what you wanted. So you dated that thug, not because you thought there was a red flag there, because that's what you actually wanted. And then when he did thug shit to you, you were surprised. And that, in essence, are the three main reasons I believe that people ignore these so-called red flags. Talk to me.
I agree. That last one was definitely one of my main ones. The other one that I think is really huge is that we think that we can fix that red flag. We have this thing to where we try to say, well, I know that this person is like this and this person does that. And even though I may be kind of used to it, I think that if I love him enough, or I love her enough, or if I treat her well, or if I treat him well, if I buy this or I give them that, that they will be able to overcome that red flag, that thing about them that I know deep down inside really ain't that good for me, but I think I can fix it. I think I can make it better. They just had somebody like me in their life who could show them real love and just take care of them the way that they always say they wish somebody would have. I could be the one that turn them around and build them into something that is great. And it would be all because of me and what I bring to them, because I'm such a valuable asset and just an incredible person. I can fix it.
That's the biggest problem, that we believe we can fix people who are broken. The funny part about believing that you can fix people who are broken is that most of us can't even fix ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us have no idea how to get ourselves on the right path. So if you can't get yourself on the right path, what makes you believe that you can fix someone else? And that kind of goes back to the dudes all making all these videos and stuff about me, when the truth of the matter would be to them, dude, you can't even fix your own situation. Why are you so concerned about his?
Yep.
When you listen to these people who believe that they can do this, let me ask you a question. Why do you think they believe this?
I think it's not, I think that they believe it because it gives them a sense of purpose, or it gives them a challenge, and they have this thing inside of them that makes them want to make something better, or to be responsible for making this person better. I think that as just human nature, I think there is a part of us that just wants to help people. And I get that part. You know, you see somebody that may take a fall in front of you. Naturally, you want to try to at least help them up to on their feet. But I think the thing that we miss sometimes is that that person that you're helping to their feet, they also have a desire and a need and a want to get up on their feet. So you're literally just like being an assistant. You're assisting them back on their feet. They already are putting forth the effort of getting up. All you're doing is supporting them in doing that. When you have somebody that is deep into what it is that they do, and it's something that is negative, it's something that is bad, like let's say drug addiction. You know, there's a part of drug addiction to where you can't help them until they are ready to want to receive help. And I think even in relationships, there are things that you have that are bad ideas, bad thoughts, bad habits that you develop because of life circumstances, your own personal choices that you made that led you into those, or it may even be something that you were born into. And when you're in that place or in that space and that's how you function, and you're not trying to get out of it, not saying, oh, I want to change, I want to do better, wanting and actually doing are two different things. And when we get to that point to where we want to help that person just because they're in a bad situation, I think that's where a lot of us get caught up at. When they have a bad habit, we just want to help them, period, because we deem it to be wrong and we deem it to be something, oh, they shouldn't be doing that. Well, let me go help them. There has to be a point to where a person wants help and are willing to start that process by helping themselves. And then you can sometimes be a light and show them certain things, but people don't change until they are ready to change.
Yep.
And you have to be able to see that and allow them to do that. It's a process. There are certain things that you may do. If I'm a drunk and I drink day in and day out, you can't come to me in my drunken state and talk to me and help me and fix me and change me. I have to get to a point to where I'm tired and I want to change. And you'll see me not drinking. You'll see me going to AA meetings. You'll see me getting sober. Then you can be a part of my support system, but you can't fix something that with someone that they are already in and that they do and that they want to do. And there is a place in addiction. There's a place in bad habits where that's what you want to do. This is where I'm comfortable here. I like it. I enjoy it. Even though it's damaging to my life, even though it causes, me to lose so many good things in my life, at this point in where I'm at in this process, it's worth it. And I'm going to keep doing it no matter how much I can cry and tell you, oh, I want to get out of this. I didn't want to hit you in the face, baby. You made me do it. As much as I want to say that, and I can tell you till I'm blue in the face, start to make that change, I won't.
And the sad part about it is most people don't understand something as simple as that. People are going to do what they want to do until they're tired of doing it.
Yes. And if that right there, let that soak in. To the people that are here, let that soak in. I'm going to do what I want to do until I'm tired. And I don't care what I lose. I don't care what happens to me. I don't care what's at stake. It could be my children. It could be my mother, my father. It could be my family. I will let it all go to the wayside until I'm ready. It's like they always say, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. We don't want to believe them. And I think, and that was one of the things too about Pandorians is the one that actually brought this idea up to us when we were in the dig the other day. And she brought up the whole red flag thing, and that led us to say, yep, we're going to do it. So shout out to her. But there's a thing about people that are in certain places in their lives. And even though you may like that person, you guys may have great chemistry. You guys, are wonderful together. You have a great time together. We laugh, we have fun, we joke, and all this just beautiful time together. But he smokes crack. We let that one thing get into our mind and say, you know what? Everything else is just so good. It's just the rocks. And you just gotta go to it. And he'll go on that 4-day bins and spend the rent money and the lights, and everything will get turned off. But when he come back, we'll get back at it. We'll be all right. It's that thing that we just don't want to accept, that this is something about this person that they do, and this is where they're at in their life, and I can't help them with that. I can't make them change. Mm-hmm. And it's like, once you can understand that, you'll make better choices. when you're dealing with people, when those people that you want, and not just people that you sleep with, just people that you are engaging in relationships with,
yes.
Friends, family, co-workers, whatever the case may be. When you're in that space to where you can see what somebody does, acknowledge what it is that they do, and know this is not good for my life. I can't connect with this person. Yeah, she fine. Yeah, she has a wonderful fat booty and her titties are just off the chain and she gives the best head ever. But she smokes rocks. So I gotta let her do her. I can't save her from that. As much as you want to, and I think we see good in people, we see good things in people, and we are attracted to that. But there are certain things that are those red flags, or might even be a yellow flag. I saw somebody type that. It could be a yellow flag,
yeah.
But a yellow flag will eventually turn red. You can't do that to yourself because we're not built to do that. We're just not built to go through that process with people because we lose so much of ourselves in that process. That woman that tries to love that man that beats her ass every night, she tries to love him through it because she saw her daddy do her mama like that. Mm-hmm. And so she's used to it, but she knows it's not good for her. But because he reminds her so much of her daddy, she wants to try to, I can maybe do better than what my mama did. I can just love him through it. I'll take a few rights. I'll take a few lefts, but I love. And then he winds up killing you.
So I then now ask the question, what makes people want to change other people? I had a discussion with a young lady today, just a simple question of, when I wanted to do something, she was telling me how she didn't want to do it and it wasn't a big deal. I had to accept that she didn't want to do it on my time. When she changed her mind and decided that she wanted to do it now, she got upset because I didn't move as soon as she said, let's do it now. And that's the typical thing of women. If they don't want to have sex, you must wait. If they want to have sex and you say no, something's wrong. If they want to be in a relationship, or if they don't want to, then you must wait. They're not ready for that yet. But if they tell you they want to be in a relationship, you say you're not ready yet, they say you led them on. Mm. What is there about people in general that make them want to change other people? When in essence, the hardest person to change in any life is yourself. If you can start making your own words manifest themselves into action in your own life, maybe you can then feel like your words are powerful enough to go share that with other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think there's a bit of selfishness that we all have to when you want something, you want it. Because that's the kind of world we live in. If there's something here, I can get it, and I want to get it, and I'm going to have it when I want it. That's just how it is. But the other side of that is when you're dealing with another person, you tend to have that same type of mentality. If I want some shoes, I got money, go buy shoes when I want to go buy. Whether if I go buy on Monday, if I go buy on Friday, don't matter. I go get them when I want. However, in relationship, there's a two-way street here. And because we don't first try to understand and see things from the other's point of view and try to understand and say, well, if it was me in this person's shoes, what would I want? Then that's where the disconnect happens. And that's one of the biggest things, even in my marriage with my wife. We always try to keep at the forefront of our minds, and we'll say this even when we are arguing or we have a disagreement, whatever the case may be. Let's try to take care of each other first, because if I'm trying to take care of her and she's trying to take care of me, then we'll do what's best for each other. And I think that type of mentality is one of the main things that makes us work. Because when you have that thing to where I care so much about you, then I'm going to try to put you in the best situation possible and support you in that best situation. That's great, but it's only great when you're doing the same thing for me. So if I'm with my girl and me and my wife, we talking and we having a great time, and I say, man, I'm hungry, let's go eat. And she'll say, well, I ain't hungry right now. I don't want to eat right now. You just went right into what it is that you want because you want to eat when you want to eat, as opposed to saying, well, you know what, we can go and I'll get mine and I'll eat it later. That's us. You see what I'm saying? So it's like there has to be that type of mentality. And that's a
You're talking about the art
behavior.
of compromise.
Yeah.
Why is that so difficult for people to do? Because I actually like doing that. Like with the movies yesterday. Mm-hmm. I felt bad that my family was in here and we were, the men were arguing against the women. Because I pit men against women. That's just what I do.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's a shock. But that's what I do. So I had the house. We was in the foyer, half on this side, half on this side. We was yelling. That foyer is horrible because it echoes, so it get in your ear.
Yeah.
We were arguing about something, but I was supposed to take the girls to go see Thor.
Okay.
Well, of course, we missed it because we just sitting there arguing the whole time. So what I said was, we may be able to catch it because the commercials are like 20, the previews and stuff are like 20 minutes. So I drove there real fast to them, got up there, and the people said, hey, it's only like one seat left. So damn, Thor's still selling out like that? Wow. So there was another one at 9:45. So I looked at it and I said, well, okay, fine, we'll go to that one. So I bought all the tickets for that one, but now it's 7 o'clock, and what are we going to do for the next 2 hours and 45 minutes?
Right.
Well, I felt bad because I did not get them to the movies on time. So they wanted to go eat at Hooters. It's my daughter's favorite place. Mm-hmm. I took them to Hooters, even though I wanted to go be doing something else for those 2 hours, or just sitting and relaxing because I'd had this long day. And I'd rather have went back to the house and argued a little bit more. Because I've enjoyed that shit.
You're right.
Y'all at my house, I would put you out. You don't agree with me, I'll put you out.
Put that bond on them. Get to
stepping. So I went with them and I hung out with those little girls. And I let them enjoy that time until that movie started. Then I took them to that movie. And I let them watch that movie that I'd already seen. Mm-hmm. And I got back home and I tucked them in the bed. Told them to go to sleep. And I started washing clothes and started helping out. And then I finally got to sleep. And I felt like I needed to do this because I let them down. And I always feel like if I let you down, if I tell y'all I'm going to be doing morning soto and I oversleep, but I'm tired, will I not get up and still do it? Yep. If I promise you I'm going to do something, I do it. Even tonight, I remember I told you we was going to do it. Man, I had knocked out. I had ate. We went and walked the neighborhood. I was sure, because I ain't going to lie. I'm trying to impress.
Right.
Yeah, I live here. Y'all walking in. You see this shit, bitch?
Y'all see all this?
Y'all see all these houses? Y'all see this?
Yeah.
I'm pulling cars out. Y'all see them?
Right.
Putting belts out. Y'all see them? I'm trying to impress a family.
Yeah.
So I got tired. So when I got back, fell asleep. And I looked and I saw the text from you and I said, well, let me get up and do this. Because even though I'd rather lay here and watch this sorry ass Giants game, which ain't worth a damn. If I told someone I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. And if I do it late, then that means I'm going to do it better. And I'm going to do it with an apology. Because I will not just not do it unless something really, really comes up. And then I'm still going to fix it. What happened to that art of not only compromising, but that your word matters? What happened?
Right. I think that's something that we have lost in our selfishness as people. I think because we've gotten into a state of it being me, me, me. It's about what I want, what I'm feeling, and what I need, and us trying to satisfy our own wants and needs, that we have taken the other people that are in our lives and the other people that we engage in relationships with, we've taken that out of it because we focus so much on us. There's been such a focus on the individual and what the individual wants and needs, to the point to where you disregard other people. Yep. And when you get into that type of mindset and that becomes a part of your culture, to where it's all about you at the end of the day, then now you by default, you negate others' wants and needs. And there is no reciprocity. There is no saying, hey, compromise, I'm going to do this and do that. Because at the end of the day, we all do things that we may not want to do, but it's the way that we do it which matters. Because it's just like if I say, hey man, can I get $5? And you go in your pocket like, fuck, this nigga here, man, here. It's like when you do that, it's like, yeah, I'm asking you for something that I want or something that I need, but the way that you're doing it, you really don't want to give it to me anyway. So you're giving it to me just, there is there's no love, there's no compassion in what it is that you're doing.
Yeah, you give
you're
it
just
to me
doing it out of obligation.
To get me out of your hair.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like when you are in that type of mentality, that type of mindset, then the other people really don't matter. It really don't matter. So it's like there has to be a thing to where we make sure that we are, you take care of yourself and you look out for yourself and make sure you have the things that you need. But when you look at other people's wants and you look at that first, and then you don't necessarily put your wants first with those people that you're in relationship with, if we all did that, we would take care of each other and we would all be much more happier. Our lives would be more fulfilling. How do we get back to that? It starts with us just simply caring about what the other person wants or needs at that time, because that is essentially what's important. Because if you're in relationship with this person, whether whether y'all just sleeping together or whether y'all cousins or brothers, whatever the case may be, when you start thinking that way, then you have a much more rewarding relationship. And we get into relationships and we just want our wants and needs to be satisfied. I want a man to do this. I want my woman to do that. I want her to have this. I want him to have that, because those things satisfy you. However, when you start looking at it to say, well, what do I bring to the table that's going to satisfy this person's wants and needs? Then that's when you get into a place to where you can truly have a more rewarding and successful relationship. And I think that is one of the biggest things that we don't think about when, as a woman, not barring your body, what do you bring to a relationship? When you take away the head, when you take away the good sex, when you take away the pussy, the titties, the booty, when you take all of that away and it's just you as a person, what do you bring to the relationship? What type of resources, what type of energy do you have to where it's something that somebody else wants and needs as well? Same thing with a man. Yeah, I can lay this pipe. Yeah, I got a little bread. Take that away. What do you have? What is it that you're bringing to this relationship that's of value to where you want to be in relationship with somebody? And those are the things that we have to put in the forefront to say, well, if this is what's important, because we have those things that are given. Yeah, I'm going to want sex. Yeah, I'm going to want to be provided for. Yeah, I'm going to want to have resources and money. We're going to want that. But now when it talks about integrity, when it talks about responsibility, when you talk about accountability, when you're talking about, love and affection, when you talk about those things, where do you rank yourself in those things? And how does that actually transmit into somebody else's life to where they can say, I can see this and I can see what this person does. And it's a fact that they are what they're saying they are. And that is what true self-worth and your self-value in a relationship is.
Hey, man, that was awesome. What I want to do, you want me to open up the phone lines, bro?
Hell yeah, let's open up them phone lines.
All right, we're going to open up the phone lines right now then. And we're going to be talking about the idea that, hey, check this out. You have men and women who are trying to get into relationships. And we want to talk to you guys about the type of relationships you're trying to get into, or brotherhood, sisterhood, as you said, any relationship. It could be your family or whatever. Many of us are avoiding red flags, and I would believe the closer people are to you, the more of the red flags you will deny that they exist. Like,
yeah,
your brother. What did your boy Gator say on Jungle Fever? Mama, I smoked the damn TV.
What happened to the TV, Gator? Mama, I smoked it.
Daddy knew. She kept saying, "Why did you?" Brother knew. Everybody knew, but that's mama's firstborn.
Yep.
And mama's firstborn can't do no wrong. Even though all mama's firstborn does is wrong.
Yes. He smoked rocks, but he could dance. Go on, do that dance so your mama, why I go get this money out of my coin first. Hey, mom, go and get that money, mama.
Do that.
I gotta get out of here before the
me.
good Reverend Doctor wake up now. Let me go and get this money, do this shuffle, and I'm gonna get on out of here. Go get this right.
And so that's the thing. So a lot of us are like this. Now I'm gonna open up the lines now, and in order for me to open them up, I gotta do a little bit of something. So what I'm gonna do is play you guys this song as I open them up, give you a 5-minute break while I try to open up these lines. So this is Dick Jones. And remember, guys, you can buy all of my music on the website at sotomayortv.com. Dick Jones is on the screen. Dick Jones finna open the lines, and Dick Jones gonna go to the bathroom to get some of this water I've been drinking. Don't hate on me. Hate on the fact that I gotta just go do it. This is Dick Jones. We'll be right back. Ha! Pop a collar, pop a bottle of low. Come on. Pop a wheelie, pop a collar, pop a bottle of mo. If you a G, make a pop that pussy down to the floor like Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a wheelie, pop a collar, pop a bottle of mo. If you a G, turn around and pop the shit out of hoe like Dick Jones, yeah Jones, Dick Jones, yeah Jones. They call me Dick Jones, president of OCP. It ain't a hoe out there for real that don't know about me. I'm Dick Jones, but I'm not the one from RoboCop, but I'm the one that's keeping your hoe hot up in your spot, chilling while I'm on vacation. I'm trying to go places, but niggas just won't stop hating on Dick Jones. I like them light brown, skinny or big bone. The type of chick I can go with the dick on.
Blog Talk Radio.
I ain't gon' trick for ya, man.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. You are now in the host queue.
It's all I gotta give to ya. I fuck with her, but you don't wanna live with her. So here's what a player like me a do. Spit game at her to get her in my vehicle, and she'll do anything that I tell her. So don't be trying to hate me, just relate to it, fella. And pop a willie, pop a collar, pop a bottle of mo. If you a G, make a pop that pussy down to the floor like Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a willie, pop a collar, pop a bottle of mo. If you a G, turn around and pop the shit out of hoe like Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. They call me Dick Jones, president of OCP. It ain't a hoe out there for real that don't know about me. I'm Dick Jones, but I'm not the one from up in Detroit. But I'm the one that play these girls like a sport. And when I'm on the court, I be hitting nothing but aces. You nothing up in places, I be nothing up in their faces. I'm Dick Jones, and ain't no sense in me lying, my dick long. And if we grow on the ride, then get on. But I ain't gon' sweat ya, I bet ya I keep hoes in line like an that Joe sketch ass T-Bone. I better get that skinny bitch Keyshawn. She violated my home, bitch, you wrong. And if I see you on the streets, I'ma beat your fucking ass to the white meat. So it's on. But back to the situation at hand by Dick Jones, baby, yo, I'm the man. So pop a willie, pop a collar, pop a bottle of mo. If you a G, make a pop that pussy down to the floor like Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a willie, pop a collar, pop a bottle of mo. If you a G, turn around and pop the shit out of hoe like Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. They call me Dick Jones, dick longer than 4 summers. You pushing 4 Hummers, I be laying more pipe than 4 plumbers. Up in 4 babies, mamas, and 3 best friends. 2 of them freaking this weekend up at the West End. One of them man found out and he was heated, dog. You know I had to play Michael Jackson and beat it, dog. Cause drama, I ain't with it, but niggas, they don't get it. My nana spit it, yelling, don't stop, get it, get it. They call me Richard, but Dick's my nickname. And ladies know a nigga be quick to spit game. Everything that you spit at a chick, the shit's lame. When I fuck, I can give a fuck if the bitch came. Cause it's all about me. I don't care if I see you smile again. I ain't VBD, I'm DIC. K to the JONES. Yes, I'm that nigga that these hoes expect to. Pop a collar, pop a bottle of mo. If you a G, make a pop that pussy down to the floor like Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a collar, pop a bottle of mo. If you a G, turn around and pop the shit out of hoes like Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a willie, pop a collar, pop a bottle of mo. If you a G, make a pop that pussy down to the floor like Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a whiskey, pop a collar, pop a bottle of Mo. If you a G, turn around and pop the shit out of a hoe. Like Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Yeah. And this song goes out to the whole Jones family. My nigga William Jones, aka Billy, aka Tony Vegas. My nigga Robin Jones, aka Bobby, aka Darren Walsh. My nigga Charles Jones, aka Chuck Slim Jones. It's my brother Isaac.